Okay, trying to get more video of the boundary line. We got a fence here. This telephone pole. And it looks like this empty lot. There's no fence here, but I'll bet that's the property line. And then the fence starts up here again. That separates the lot from you guys. So your property line, there's a fence going all the way down here. And next to you guys is nothing but an empty lot. This fence goes all the way back. All the way back here. I'm gonna try and go back here and see what all this is about. Looks like there's a fence back here too. Can't hardly see it, but there's a fence back here that probably is the back of your guys' property line. And then there's that huge nursery. The floor is dirt for the garage. It's definitely dirt. However, it looks like there is some electricity being ran here for a light bulb at least. And there's some lights up there. There's a light switch over here. So there's electrical in it. I don't know if I see any plugs. A workbench area here. Up here you got a little bit of a hole. Not a problem. You got some holes down here. I'll go around the other side and look at that. Looks like the doors need some new paint. And on the outside of this garage here, on this side, need some more plywood or something to cover up that hole. And then here's the back of the yard. There's that fence I was talking about. You got a fence there. You can see it. And that fence goes all the way around and all the way and separates your neighbor over here's yard. So you got some clothes hanging poles here. A shot of the back of the house, and that's where the power is coming in. You can see that. To the top of the shed there. So at the back of the house, there's a cement slab here. Out right in front of this back door. Kind of wraps around and goes all the way back there. There's a shot. The foundation. I'm looking for a crawl space. There's an air vent. Not sure what that post is all about. It's in the corner there. There's your cable up. There's your crawl space. God almighty, I don't want to crawl up through in there. Alright, let's try it. much of that you can see. Got my flashlight on it. It's going to be tight under here. You got some insulation that's fallen down. I can't. You can kind of see the floor joist there. Unfortunately, you can't see the whole house from here. Gonna have to move those blocks and really crawl under there to see it. The crawl space does not look big. Didn't notice that. Here's a closer look at the AC unit. To tell if it turns on or not. Here's the porch. It's got a little crack here. You guys could fix that. I don't know what that pile of stuff is. The porch looks all concrete. Oh, you got a crack right down the center there. You got the stairs. There's a little bit of a crack there. The rest of it looks pretty good. You got settling cracks there. There's that window that's open I was telling you about. I'll have to go close that. Another view of the front yard. And the nicer house with the barbed wire fence for whatever reason. Not really sure why. And then there's these guys. That's the house that sold for $70,000 down there. They got a no trespassing sign. Okay, I just discovered this. I didn't notice it last time, but there's a basement. That looks creepy, but I'm gonna try and go down there. Maybe it's not just a crawl space. I guess there's a basement. If this tape is found and I'm gone, tell my family I love them. Okay. Wow, what is that? I mean, it's kind of like a basement slash crawl space. Trying to get the cobwebs out of the way. Okay. It's like a root cellar down here. You got like a root cellar. I did not know this was here. Insulation is falling everywhere, but at least you have access to under the house. And there's the joists. They look okay. At least in this part. I don't want to step in that mud. What's under that concrete block? some more of the back of the house. I'm not sure what to make of this. You got like a stone landing here, and then what looks like a sidewalk just going into the under the house. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. Looks like some railroad ties, like maybe a planter garden at one point. Got an antenna going up there that's bent and hanging on for dear life up there. Let me see if I can get up, back up and see the roof. There's that side of the house. You can see it. Roof looks okay. There's some loose shingles up there at the top. They'll probably have to be fixed. Definitely have to be fixed. And the flashing up there is all gone. So that'll all have to be addressed. The roof to the porch looks okay. This house next to you guys is for sale by owner. I don't think there's anybody in it. I'm gonna walk in the yard to see if I can get the other side of the roof. I don't see anything super major. The flashing on the sides needs to be replaced. It's a little wavy, but that's because it's an old roof. Everything looks okay over there. It's that back area. That's the basement I found. All right, back inside. This door does not shut. This inner door, because the doorknob is broken. But this cast iron door does shut and lock. I just had a key to open it. Hopefully I can get back out. All right, and this is the inside of the house again. Straight through, you got the living room, you got the dining room, you've got the kitchen, and you've got the back room, all in one straight shot. If I walk through, this is the kitchen on the right. And this is the back of the house. There's the pantry. There's the back room. This is that square thing. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, water heater. That's what that is. So they got your water heater out in the kitchen, a little square thing for some reason. There's your hot water drain, I guess for your washer and dryer go there. Though I'm not sure if you would put it there. I thought that's where the refrigerator would go. And then, let's see what's going on under here. Got semi-modern piping there. No telling if it works. I've got my light on, maybe you guys can see better. This back bedroom has a closet. It's got the panel roofing or ceiling. It's got the different looking hardwood floor that matches the hallway and the kitchen. And this is the bathroom, like the little half bath. Oh, it was capped. I thought it wasn't. I couldn't see last time. So at least the sewer line's capped, where the toilet was going. There's your water line. So that's good. This looks like a little heater. So you go through here, a little tiny bathroom. Then you're back to the regular hardwood floors in this bedroom. That is access to the plumbing in the bathroom, which looks like it goes down in the crawl space, and I'll bet you that's the shelf area in that little dirt cellar I was just in. So at least you can get to the plumbing if you have to. We got something going on right here. Not sure. I'll have to be looked at. At least there's insulation in the attic. And this is a closet here. And another kind of closet thing here. So let me guess what this is. This looks like the main. I don't know if that's the main or not. It's definitely water going through that wall. There's a big vent there, or duct. I don't see anything else in this little closet thing. So I guess this closet exists for the access that water. There's a pipe here. No, that's just to hang stuff on. Okay, and then you got a mix of these modern looking vents and these older looking vents. My guess is the older ones probably don't work. Maybe they do. That's a little curious. Not sure what that's all about. It's solid. They've screwed flooring to the side of that wall. I don't know what's on the other side of it. There's a hole in the wall right here. Maybe there's something down there. I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. They did it on both sides. Oh, it's like wainscoting. They put little wainscoting on both sides of this hallway. Okay. And then there's the other bed, the third bedroom. You got second bedroom, third bedroom, right there. And there's the attic access. There's two attic accesses for some reason. Or at least there are three. I don't know. That's weird. Let's see if I can get up there. And then you got another closet with more duct work in it. This ceiling looks like it's, you know, whatever, the plaster stuff. We got a different weird wainscoting just on this wall. I guess they were going to finish it and, you know, didn't. This is the bathroom. Obviously, I think the toilet's going to need to be replaced. The sink. Yeah, the sink might be able to be cleaned up, actually. I know it's up to you guys. And light fixture, and then the tub. Again, probably going to have to be replaced. You might be able to clean it up. Probably going to have to replace it. Little crack in the wall there. So, these three things framed in this ceiling aren't access panels to anything. They are just drywall. And I can't push them up. They are not hatches. It looks like they just framed around them and didn't plaster. So I can't get to the attic from here. I'm not really sure why they did that. I don't see an attic access anywhere else. Let me go look at the rest of the house. No attic access here. This room has a different type of ceiling. No attic access here. The closet has a different type of ceiling, but no attic access. Wow, what am I looking at here? I don't think that's attic access. I think that's mold. You have to fix that. And the bathroom, no attic access in there. And there's this back room. And there's an air vent in the ceiling there, but there's vents in all the floors, so I'm not really sure. This room doesn't have a vent in the floor, so maybe the ductwork went in the ceiling in this room, and the floor in the rest. They just couldn't figure out what they wanted to do. No attic access in there. This ceiling has another air vent in the ceiling, so yeah, they must have run the ductwork in the ceilings. Then there's a dryer exhaust. So I'd imagine the washer and dryer went here, but there's no water hookups. That's kind of curious. There's definitely a dryer plug there. I don't know. There's a light switch way up here. That's a little weird. Well, I don't know how I'm going to get in the attic because I don't see attic access anywhere. This is the view through the rest of the house from the kitchen. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get in the attic because I don't know if there's you're going to have to probably cut a hole to get up there. There's the so that's what's in that closet. The intake is on the other side, and that's what that big vent in that, or ductwork thing in the closet was. See, in the living room, you've got these old grates as well. You've got the old grates, and then you've got semi-newer venting. So I don't know. They must have re-vented this house several times and just couldn't figure out how they wanted to do it. All right. One last view from the porch, looking out. There's the underside of the soffit. All looks just a little dirty, but not bad in shape, comparatively speaking. Yeah. This will be your view if you're sitting out here. I think down that road is the school, and down that way is where we came. That's where the road to the river is.